Hey DC3 Worship, I'm Noah. Well, we wanted to film a video to give you guys kind of a walkthrough on how to use the in-ears, because some people are having a little bit of trouble getting them in. I know they can feel a little bit oblong. So I just wanted to really quick give you a demonstration. We got two sets of in-ears that you can choose from. One of them are KZ in-ears. They're a little bit bigger, it feels like, and then the other ones are Shure in-ears, and those ones are the kind of transparent looking ones. So I'm going to start by showing you these KZ headphones. So as you can tell, the actual little nub here is quite a bit thicker than the one on the Shures. But that doesn't necessarily impact how they go in your ears. But they do have this little groove here that will kind of, actually it's supposed to kind of help guide you when you're trying to put it in, so it can help you get in. So I have a set of foamies here. These are just some brand new ones here. These are they're the ones that, if you're looking at the headphone itself, you can tell it's a lot thicker than the other set. And they're labeled below your names. So wherever your names are, you're gonna say foamies for KZ and foamies for Shure. So these specifically are for the KZ, these black ones that have the words right and left in this fancy italic font. The way you get these on, just like any of the other in-ears, is you take it and you just stick it directly on. It should slide right on there like that. Pretty easy. Do it with the other one as well, just like this. Just slap it right on, and you want to push it down until it stops. You don't want to leave it kind of halfway on, or else they won't go in your ears all the way. So push it down. You can be a little bit rough with it. Don't break it, obviously. So the way that we recommend putting these on is actually by feeding this cable through the back of your shirt. This is to ensure that it doesn't get in the way and they don't fall out when they're on. That way it can just kind of be part of what's going on. And then also they'll be going behind your neck, not in front of you like you would normally wear headphones. This is obviously, it's a little bit more of a professional thing, but this helps to ensure that they're not gonna go anywhere. Especially you that use straps or anything, this will ensure that that's not gonna bother this. So right now, if you look on the headphones themselves, it'll say right on the actual face here. And this one will obviously say left. The other headphones, which I'll describe in a second, have like a color indicator, but we don't need to go there quite yet. So the way you want to put these on initially, I'm gonna turn here, is you want to make sure that this little cable here, you'll notice that this is a little bit pliable and the rest of this is very loose. So this pliable bit of the in-ear is actually gonna go above the top of your ear like that. So what you do is you get it above your ear, and then once that's above your ear, don't worry about creasing or anything yet. I just go ahead and I stick it in until I feel it kind of stop. Now what's gonna happen is if you feel it kind of sticking out of your ear, just go ahead and turn it a little bit until that groove that's in part of the headphone, it's a groove that's part of the headphone, fits naturally. It should feel pretty natural. So once that sticks in, that's about as far as it's gonna go in. That's okay. That's fine. You're gonna feel it sit inside. Now, if it is really not fitting, get a smaller pair of foamies. And if it is too loose, get a bigger pair of foamies. It just kind of depends on your ears themselves. So after you get it to this point, you kind of want to take this this pliable part of the cable here and pinch it so that it wraps around the back of your ear and around the top of your ear, so it's behind it. So now, no matter what's gonna happen, you're gonna pull on this and it's like barely gonna move. Okay, so that's kind of how you put it, and do the same thing with the other one. So that's the KZ set, and then we have this Shure set, the transparent one here. And obviously these are the more transparent ones. They are obviously, they don't say the word right or left on them, but they have a right where there's an R, but there's a red dot right here. On the left one, there is a blue dot right there. So the way I remember this is right is red. That's the easiest way to remember it. So that's the way these are. Obviously, you're gonna feed them in the same way, and you'll put them in the same way. I will still show you that as well. Have another. This is the other one. This one. These are obviously, as a comparison, I'll show you how much smaller these are. These are the Shure. These are the KZ. Okay. So we're gonna put these on. So again, this is the right one here. So you're just gonna slip it right on. It should just kind of slip right on and push it on until it stops. It's okay, again, to be forceful with it. Now, these do spin. So you kind of have to get them to where the 2 red dots line up. If you can, I don't know if you can see those 2 red dots there, but those 2 red dots are, once those are lined up, you'll know that the headphone is facing in the right direction. That's correct in as far as like this pliable part here. So it's gonna be like that. So again, you're putting them through your shirt. I'm not gonna do that again, but it should just fit. These ones are, like I said, they're smaller. So if you're having trouble with the KZs, it's probably better to use these. And then just stick it on, get it to fit in your ear. Obviously this one, it goes in my ear a little bit more. I think I have a little bit of a bigger ear cavity, I don't know. But then you pinch it again, right here, till it stops. And now that's what it should look like. Just like that. Okay? And also, if you're in Punta Gorda, we have these packs here. There's a specific way to turn on the packs in Punta Gorda. In Northport, there is not. You just turn them on just like this, and they're fine. So the way they plug in, obviously there's this little headphone jack on the top. You're just going to plug it straight in until it clicks, and then just leave it. It does turn, obviously, just because it's a headphone. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So the only thing you have to worry about this when you're in Punta Gorda is you're going to open this bottom part up. You're going to make sure, first of all, that you have new batteries in here. The way you can ensure that these are fresh batteries or that they're going to last is when you turn it on, this green light, if it stays solid green, then they have enough charge. And at some point, they're going to turn yellow, which means get ready to change them. When they're red, it means you need to change them. So now when you're turning this on, you're going to notice there's 3 buttons here. There's one that says group, one that says channel, there's a little space like a screen that says sync, and then there's one that says scan. So the way that you turn this on when you're out Punta Gorda specifically is you hold down the group button while this is off, and then you're going to turn this until it's on, and you're going to hold it for about 4 seconds or so, maybe 5 seconds. And then as soon as that's done, you'll be set. You know, everything, it'll be connected. If you turn this on without doing that, you're not going to hear hardly anything. It's not going to be connected properly, and it won't do what you want it to do. After you do that, we want our volume for mixing in-ears, like when we're handling on a weekend, we want it to be about, I'm going to turn it off again, so you can see just, we want it to be at about, go to half and then go a little bit more. So that's about 70% or so. We want that specifically so that it's a little bit easier to mix everything. Anything that's really low, we brought up, and then we can just bring down the high stuff. So that's our packs. So that is our in-ear tutorial. Let us know if you guys want to if you're having trouble with anything else that you have to do on the weekend basis. Thank you guys. See ya.